Oh, hi everyone, it's Susie here. I'm just going to look at the technicals for the different markets and to see if we can find a bottom in Bitcoin. Now, my feeling is, without even looking at the technicals, I feel we have hit a bottom. It's a big call, but I think Bitcoin, where it's got down to where it's traded, around that 20,000 odd level, I think, it's actually bottomed. And I think that also looking at the equity market and the interest bond market and that sort of thing, looking at that as well, rates have gone up very, very quickly. So I think with the Fed, if they do come out and hike, it's going to take a lot of the heat out of the market. So let's have a look at this. So what we're looking at now is the Dow, and we're actually on a one-day chart, but we can go back to a weekly chart as well. And just having a look at this. Sorry, I've got to keep looking down because I've got a position on at the moment. I'm actually long the Dow at the moment, so I'm long the Nasdaq. So if I look down, I'm just keeping an eye on my position. Oh. So Coke's good. I love Coke. Coke. Sorry, the market's incredibly volatile tonight. And it's 20:03 p.m., 14th of June, 2022. So I've just got to keep looking. So we've got a weekly chart of the Dow, and if we take it back even to the monthly, and this is, to me, very, very telling. So if we blow this up, you can actually see there was a big sell level up here around when the Dow was nearly at 37,000. And, it's come all the way literally to this big line here, which is a massive line in the scheme of things on the monthly. It's sold off quite a bit. And if you take that right back, you're looking at a date of around, say if we take it back there, you're looking at a date, I think this is American date order, I think. So what's that? The 2nd of the 3rd, 20, or, maybe it's the 3rd of the 2nd, 20. I'm not sure whether it's Australian or American date order. But the thing is, what's happened with the Dow, which is about 30, it's actually 31 shares within the Dow itself. This has come right back to 2020 earnings. And, literally what the share market's saying now, that, companies are valued at 2020 earnings, right? And obviously there's been a lot more, so much more progression, going forward with companies that have been, very profitable in terms of where their shares were and where they got to before the sell-off. So this is a huge level here. And in my mind, I think the equity market's trying to bottom as well as the crypto market. And I think, I'll be able to show you in terms of the interest rate market as well. So I'm calling pretty much a bottom of the Dow here for the next rally up. Obviously, it can't breach this level here, around this big level here, 29545. So that's, if it breaches that level there, then it could potentially come all the way down here. But it's really got to hold that level. If it doesn't hold that level, it'll be, literally down to this next level here, 26374. So yeah, that's a huge level of breakthrough, and I think you're going to see a short-term bottom in the Dow. Let's have a look at the Nasdaq as well. What do we got here for the Nasdaq? So, again, on this one, we're looking at a monthly chart, and the Nasdaq got absolutely killed, right? Literally it got down to this huge support level down here, right? Which is 11,026. So according to this, if this is correct, it got to 11,208, something like that. So it's hit that major support level. So I'm calling a short-term bottom in the Nasdaq as well, which is all the tech components that get affected by the interest rate market. So if interest rates yields go up, the tech gets hit harder than anything else. So I'm calling a bottom in the Nasdaq as well. So let's have a look at interest rates as well, and then we'll then I'll look at Bitcoin as well. So it's really important to look at the interest rate curve and look at the very short-term rates as well as the longer-term rate. So let's look at a one-year rate, and you know, this one, if you can see it on the monthly, right? This is all monthly. I mean, these rates have gone up astronomically and almost too fast. So you can see it's breached right up to that level there, and we got to 3.01% and started down here somewhere at 0.04 or sorry, 0.0401 or something. So again, this is so extended, it's just a joke. So this thing could come down, you know, potentially down to here, somewhere here. You know, once the Fed, you know, sort of rate hikes and takes the steam out of the market, the hot heat out of the market, then I think that's what you're going to have. So, excuse me, I'm just going to check this, guys and girls. Not easy when you've got a position on. So let's have a look at the let's look at the 7-year rate, and again the same story, extremely extended. It's taken, you know, monetary policy back to 2018, where there was a lot of growth within the economies. Things were going pretty well, actually, from what I can remember. So yeah, that's really interesting. So that's pretty much extended too. If we go to the 10-year yield at 3.448 at the moment, the yield, we have a look at this, you know, going, if you look at this sort of, you know, back here somewhere, which is 2010, 11, you know, say on average 3.56, it's actually got there. So I think that's quite extended too. That's my view. So that means interest rate yields will start coming down from here. And let's have a look. Actually, it might even be worth looking at the US yen while we're at it, because, you know, US yen, everyone's been buying US against the yen, and that's really extended. Wait a minute, have I got that there? No, probably not. Let me do this again, US. So let's look at US yen. Put that on the monthly as well. Yeah, incredibly overextended, my goodness. So if we go back, US yen, the high looks like about 135.363. We go back here somewhere. Crikey, that's a big level. It's a big level to stay there. And that goes right back to 1998. God, 1998, what was happening then? God, that's a long time ago. I was in markets then too, but I can't remember what happened. I have to think now. It was the Korean debt crisis, I think. Yeah, it was the Korean debt crisis. And it was the end of the tech boom. That's right. Yep, 1999, 80, 98. Yep, that's right. So the US is completely overextended, which means it could come down quite a lot. Okay, what else we got? Let's have a look at Bitcoin. So I say the markets are definitely majorly oversold. Just a quick analysis like that. And I have the feeling that Bitcoin is starting to, it's rejected the lows, and that is a huge low right down there. So that huge pivot point there. So what we've got basically rejected the lows of around 20-odd thousand, and the last time it was about 20-odd thousand, it was back in 2021, something like that. So effectively it's taken out, you know, a year and a half of network productivity, and, you know, what the Bitcoin network actually earns, which is, you know, huge amounts of fees for people just using Bitcoin all over the world, right? So yeah, this can rally from here. The M structure is also complete, and this thing's bottoming for sure. Seeing huge amounts of selling, huge. But the thing is, it's effectively taking it back to 2021 valuation, 2021, that's right. And it's forgetting about the next year and a half evaluation. So I believe Bitcoin has bottomed, and the bottom's in place. I think, in my mind, this is going to rally from here. And very, very soon, because the bottom is pretty much in place. They may try and retest it, but I do believe the bottom's in place, and certainly interest rate yield should come down. I think once the Fed starts rate rising, you know, tomorrow, which they probably will, 50, I'm hoping. I hope they don't go 75. You know, it'll start to take the heat out of the market, because the economic environment in the US is quite bad at the moment. So, you know, with other statistics and everything else. So, yep, I'm calling a bottom for all risk markets tonight, guys and girls. So we're going to see some gains in our portfolios, that's for sure. Cheers. I hope this answers your question. And if you've got any more questions, please do come back to me, my dear patrons. And thank you very much for supporting me. Thank you.